Hey there and welcome to the A.D.K rock and metal channel. It's just me today, no Andy or Kirk, but this is just to give you a bit of an update because as you'll have seen from the title, we have listened. So we've been doing this channel for a couple of years now and we set out our stall about what we wanted to achieve. We achieved some of those things, we haven't achieved others, but the main reason for doing the A.D.K rock and metal channel was around supporting grassroots music. Now we did a lot of that, but by doing that we alienated the mainstream, and by doing that effectively it meant that our viewership just dropped off, because obviously grassroots music, you're generally only reaching a small number of people, so algorithm doesn't kick in, it doesn't promote your video. So we have then been focusing on mainstream content, but the way that we did it, we got we always approach doing reactions, as we did at the beginning, in the way of being honest. And unfortunately what happens is if it's, and honest is just about our personal feelings. So if we don't like something, we're going to say we don't like something, and we'll say why we don't like it, or we just think it's not very great, or not very good, and then we'll praise other things that we think are really good. It's from a personal viewpoint for the three of us, and because of that, generally, if you're doing a reaction, if you do reactions where you don't praise the band, people don't like it. And you see that if you go and look at the bulk of reaction channels. If it's a band that people generally hate, they will do a negative reaction, and if it's a band that people generally love, they'll do an over-the-top positive reaction, because guess what, they're going to get a lot of views off those, and people love it when you say that their favourite band is amazing, because then they're on your side. And we've never been that sort of group of people. We will generally argue and dispute and feel it, and that's not going to change. I'm going to categorically tell you that we were never going to jump in the bandwagon of doing that. However, we have stopped for the long time now and calling ourselves anything like a reaction, but we also are not a review channel. A review channel, we'd go into a lot more detail, a lot more research, a lot more technicalities. You'd look into the actual history of a band, a lot more detail and that sort of thing. So we didn't want to go down that, because we didn't feel that we have the expertise and the knowledge to actually deliver that. And there are so many better, like record producers, singers, etc., that can give you that knowledge. So that wasn't our area. So we call ourselves A.D.K Discusses, because we just literally want to talk about a song and give you our kind of insights, how we feel about it, and maybe some of those insights are the same as what you feel about music, and we can share it and we can discuss. We don't always see eye to eye with our viewers, but that's fine. The music is there for people to disagree on. But we have made a couple of changes. So we did some changes recently on the last sort of 5 or 6 videos that we did, where we weren't going to play the whole song and do the reviewing, because historically what we've always done is we've played the video, and we initially started by playing the video, not talking over it, and then talking at the end. And the issue with that is straight away you can't do anything with that video really. Half the time it gets blocked, etc., because the fact you're just playing the whole music video. So we couldn't do that, had to move forward. And also we were getting feedback of like, I don't really want to watch 3 guys just standing there looking at a screen for 4 minutes while the song plays. So we then started doing pausing. People were like, you keep pausing at the wrong points, you're ruining the song. So we stopped doing that. We then, on the last set of videos, we started talking over sections of the video. So we would play a clip whilst we're talking, and what we're talking about sort of related to that clip. It's kind of jumped back and forth a little bit, but that was kind of how it worked. And people didn't like the fact that we were doing that and talking over the music. So we have listened to all of that feedback, and we generally do, and we do take it on board. So we have made some changes. And coming up on the next set of videos that you're going to see is our latest format that we're looking to try and do. And this is where we have, again, we've still gone away. We looked at the videos in advance. We watch them. We make our own notes. But what we then do is we break it into 1-minute blocks of the video. So every minute. And then what we're going to do is we play you that minute of that song. And then we're going to talk about that minute afterwards. And then we're going to play you the next minute of the song. So you won't have us on screen, you'll just have the video of that 1 minute, and then we're going to talk about what was going on in that song. How did it make us feel? What was going on? So it's not a reaction, but it does. The content of some of the topics that we talk about were our initial thoughts about the song as we were listening to it. And some of these songs we knew already, so there was a little bit of history background, but I don't think there was any song that all 3 of us all knew. So we'd love to get your feedback on those ones. Let us know what you think. But there are also 3 other things to talk about, and I'll make this as quick as I can because this was not meant to be a long video today. We do want support. We've got so many things going on with the channel with our live promotions. So we've got live music every month coming out of Cambridge here in the UK. We put on shows for bands, grassroots bands, to kind of get more exposure, get more out there. This costs us money. We obviously try to make the money back on tickets, but it's always a challenge to get people out for unsigned bands. So we've got that going on. We've got the A.D.K rock and metal radio station, which launches on the 1st of January officially. It is actually live now, so you can actually go over onto the adkrockmetal.com website or go to radio.net. It's an app on your phone or tablet or the website. If you go on there, you'll find the A.D.K Rock Metal Radio. Currently, we are doing just 24/7 non-stop music. We've got some great music on there for people to listen to. But we will be having rock metal shows kicking in from the 1st of January, and we've got a whole bunch of different hosts that are going to be hosting their own radio shows through the A.D.K Rock Metal Network, which is great. I think we've got 15 or 16 different hosts currently, and it is growing. I've got meetings with them all this evening to discuss and go through technical stuff, but really looking forward to seeing how that goes. And then the other way, we've still got all of that going on. We don't make any money on the channel, so we lose money every month doing these A.D.K videos. It costs us a huge amount of money to do them. We could really do with some support. There are 3 ways you can help us out on the channel. So we actually do have a membership now set up on YouTube. So it's a $4.99 a month for the jokingly called Gatekeepers of Metal, of rock and metal. So you can join us there. There's a whole load of stuff that you can get as part of that package by supporting the channel. So $4.99 is that one. We also have Patreon. Now Patreon is up and running. We have different tiers. You've got like the £1 or it's in dollars at the moment because we've got to do some conversion, but effectively $2 a month is just take my money and here's $2 just to kind of tick you over. We've got the $5 a month one, which gives you picks for radio play, so you can pick your own music if you want. You can pick bands that you really want to see on one of the shows, give us those and they will go into our circulation, and you get sent our Patreon's only exclusive A.D.K t-shirts, merch, plus you get to get some advanced viewings, I believe. We've got the $15 a month, which allows you to get more involved. You get to pick videos for us to discuss. You get 5 radio picks for the play. Plus, if you're UK based and you might be near Cambridge, you get free access to our monthly events. So you don't have to pay for concert tickets. You can come to the live events. That's a really cool one. And then we have our $25 a month, which actually allows you to join us via Zoom involved in your video picks. So you get to pick your videos for us to discuss, and you get to join us and be a host for that night to discuss those videos. So it's a great way of getting involved in some of our content. And then finally, they're the main 2. You can also sponsor videos for us on A.D.K. So you'll see in the new videos we have sponsorship from the Telescribe band, which is actually my band, so we are sponsoring, effectively me sponsoring it, but other bands can do this. So you get a 1-minute video block, you provide the video to us, we'll put that in, and you will be effectively sponsoring it, details of which are on the A.D.K Rock Metal website. So if you're a brand or you're a band itself, if you want some cheap sponsorship for our videos, and you'll get played on every single one of our videos, and the videos don't get taken down after a short period of time, they'll be up there for years, so you will constantly get brand awareness. It's a great way of getting involved. So head on over to adkrockmetal.com if you'd like to become a sponsor on the A.D.K Rock Metal channel. So loads going on, loads of ways you can help us out. Our intention is to grow the channel, our intention is to grow the brand. We always want to be honest. It does rub people up the wrong way sometimes, but that's because they're passionate, and we appreciate that people are so passionate about certain music. There are groups of fans, whether it's Nightwish, The Warning, Lydia, whatever you want to call it. There's some of the bands that we've covered quite a lot who are absolutely so passionate and defensive of their band, and I love that. I love the fact that you are. It shows how passionate people can get about music. It's brilliant. And when we say things about these bands, etc., we're never intentionally out to attack bands. We just say how we think, and you have every right to push back at us, to challenge us, and I respond to as many of the comments as I can, which is most of them in most cases, and I'll usually send you a comment back. And I love to understand where people's heads are at. I'll debate it, and if you give us some good constructive feedback, we usually will try and take that on board. But what we won't do is turn ourselves into a reaction channel like everyone else out there, because that's not what we ever set ourselves out to do. We did reactions at the beginning just as a way to get ourselves started, but we've grown, we've thought about what we want to be, and reaction channel is not what we want to go. We want to continue to grow the channel so that we can then push grassroots music. We can focus on these unsigned bands and get them out there. If we get a good subscriber base, if we get regular viewers that are more consistent, high volume, we can then start to bring in some of these great new bands and showcase these off to people. And that's where the radio station, the social media, make sure you check us out on Instagram as well. We are obviously a Facebook, Instagram. Follow us on both those channels. They're our main ones. You can message us on those. I'm the one that responds to the messages on all of these channels. So any messages, if you send a message through Facebook, if you send a message through our website, if you save a message through Instagram, it is myself that reads them all, and I do generally get back to everyone. So thank you very much for supporting the channel, those that have. Hopefully you like the changes that are coming your way. We do appreciate the feedback, we do appreciate you checking it out, and we will be bringing you more content going into 2025, which will be a big year for A.D.K. Thank you very much for watching.